Welcome back, everyone. We're diving into a song today, one that I think you'll find really interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, especially given, your love for those nostalgic tunes, those
Mm.
songs that take you back to simpler times. We're going to be exploring I'll See You in My Dreams, a
Okay.
song that, believe it or not, topped the charts way back in 1925.
Wow.
And get this, it still captures hearts almost a century later.
That's amazing.
It really is. So today, we're on a mission to uncover what makes this song so timeless.
All right.
What is it about I'll See You in My Dreams that keeps it relevant after almost 100 years?
Good question.
And to help us get to the bottom of this, we've got two main sources.
Okay.
The Wikipedia entries for both the song itself and the Isham Jones recording.
Ah, the Isham Jones version.
Yeah, which luckily for us includes the lyrics.
So those lyrics are going to be key, I think.
Absolutely. They give us a window into the heart of the song.
For sure.
So let's start with some basics. Wikipedia tells us the song was composed in 1924. Music by Isham Jones and lyrics by Gus Kahn.
A classic songwriting duo.
And it was an instant hit. It spent a whopping 16 weeks on the charts.
16 weeks. That's incredible. Especially back then.
I know, right? And for 7 of those weeks, it held the #1 spot.
Wow. To put that in perspective, the music industry in the 1920s, well, it was still in its early stages.
Right.
Reaching that level of success back then
Yeah.
was a huge deal.
It really was a phenomenal feat. Now, here's a fun fact that might surprise you.
Okay, ready.
I'll See You in My Dreams even made its way into a Tom and Jerry cartoon.
Wait, really? I'll see you in my dreams.
Yeah. The Milky Waif, remember that one?
Oh, right. The one with the,
With the little orphan kitten.
Yes. That's amazing.
I know, it's wild to think about this romantic 1920s ballad ending up in a cartoon about a cat and mouse.
You wouldn't expect it.
Not at all. And speaking of unexpected places,
Yeah.
the song has been featured in several films over the years.
Oh, interesting.
Like the 1946 musical Margie, for instance.
Yeah. I've heard of that one.
But here's what I find really fascinating. I'll See You in My Dreams was actually the title
Oh, wow.
for a 1951 biopic about the lyricist Gus Kahn.
Really? That says something, doesn't it?
It does, right?
Mm.
Using the song title for his biopic suggests that this song, I'll See You in My Dreams,
Yeah.
held a special significance for Kahn.
Maybe even in his life, too.
It makes you wonder why this particular song resonated so deeply with
Yeah,
him.
it's like it was his legacy, in a way.
Exactly. And speaking of legacy,
Mm-hmm.
so many iconic artists have covered I'll See You in My Dream.
Oh, I bet.
We're talking legends from all sorts of genres. Bing Crosby, Doris Day, Ella Fitzgerald.
Big names.
Even Jerry Lee Lewis did an instrumental version.
Really? Jerry Lee Lewis?
Yeah. And Bob Wills put a Texas swing spin on it.
That's pretty incredible, the range.
It's amazing, right, to see how this one song has been embraced by artists
Mm.
across such a diverse spectrum of musical styles.
It speaks to the song's broad appeal, you know?
Totally. It's
Yeah.
like there's something about the melody, the lyrics, the feeling it evokes
Yeah,
that speaks to something universal in us.
absolutely. Now, out of all the covers,
Yeah.
the most recent one to hit the charts was Pat Boone's version
Oh.
back in 1962.
So decades after the original,
It's remarkable, isn't it, for a song to chart again so many years later?
it really is. It has to be tapping into something profound, something that goes beyond just a catchy tune.
Exactly, something that transcends generations.
It makes you wonder what that something is.
I think to understand that,
Yeah.
you need to dive into the heart of the song,
Yeah.
the lyrics themselves.
And luckily for us, the Wikipedia entry for the Isham Jones recording has them.
Perfect.
And I have to say, they're surprisingly simple, but so powerful.
They have this beautiful straightforwardness,
I know.
a directness that just cuts right to the emotion.
All right, well, let's hear him.
Okay.
Let's see what Gus Kahn was trying to tell us through these words.
Let's do it.
Okay, here we go. I'll see you in my dreams, hold you in my dreams. Someone took you out of my arms. Still, I feel the thrill of your charms.
Ah, there it is, right from the start.
Those opening lines, they paint such a picture of longing and loss.
Yeah.
You can almost feel the ache of missing someone deeply.
It's that yearning, that sense of separation that
Mhm.
just pulls you in.
But there's also a sense of hope in there, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. A belief that even though you're apart, you can still find that connection in your dreams.
And then it continues. Lips that once were mine, tender eyes that shine, They will light my way tonight. I'll see you in my dreams.
The imagery is so vivid.
I know, it's so romantic.
And that repetition of I'll see you in my dreams,
Hmm.
it reinforces the hope, the anticipation.
It's like a promise, that love can go beyond physical distance.
And that's where I think we start to understand why this song resonated so strongly in 1925.
And why it still speaks to us today.
Exactly. It taps into those universal themes of love, loss, longing.
And the power of dreams to connect us.
Precisely. It's a song that offers comfort, a reminder that even when we're separated, love endures.
And that brings us to a question for you.
Oh.
With so many artists having covered I'll See You in My Dreams, who do you think could bring a fresh and exciting take on it today?
That's a good question. Someone who could capture that raw emotion, but maybe add their own unique twist.
Exactly.
Ooh, there are so many talented artists out there.
I know, right?
But if I have to pick someone who could really capture that emotion
Yeah.
and the timelessness of the song,
Okay.
maybe someone like Frank Ocean.
Frank Ocean. Interesting choice. Tell me more.
Well, his music, it often explores these themes of longing,
Right.
the complexities of relationships.
Yeah.
There's a certain vulnerability in his voice that I think would fit so beautifully with a song like this.
I can definitely hear it. His
Yeah.
style is so soulful, so introspective.
Right.
He could definitely add a whole new layer of depth to those lyrics.
Exactly. Plus, he's not afraid to experiment, Different sounds, different genres.
Yeah.
He could create something really unique, but still stay true to the song's heart.
Oh, I love that. His interpretation would be fascinating to hear, for
Right.
sure.
Yeah.
You've definitely got me thinking outside the box. Now, before we get too carried away with hypothetical covers,
Right.
let's circle back to the song's impact on popular culture.
Okay.
It's not just about the artist who have covered it, I'll See You in My Dreams, has popped up in some pretty unexpected places.
Like what?
Movies, even cartoons,
Huh. It really has become part of our, collective consciousness, hasn't it?
It really has. And these appearances, they offer a fascinating glimpse into how the song's been reinterpreted and recontextualized over time.
Yeah, I see that.
Okay, so let's start with the films. The song is featured in a bunch of notable movies, including Rose of Washington Square from 1939,
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that one.
starring Alice Faye.
Oh, perfect for that era.
Her voice was practically made for those romantic ballads.
Totally agree.
And then there's Kitty Foyle from 1940, the film that won Ginger Rogers her only Academy Award for Best Actress.
Wow. A connection to Oscar history.
It's incredible to think that this song is woven into the fabric of, cinematic history.
Not just background music.
Right. In one scene, you hear it playing on the radio in a speakeasy.
Oh, wow.
Later on, the band at a nightclub performs it, and you even see Ginger Rogers and Dennis Morgan dancing to it.
So it's not just a soundtrack.
Exactly. It becomes part of the story itself.
Adding to the mood, the emotion.
And then, of course, there's The Razor's Edge from 1946,
The Tyrone Power film.
a classic.
Uh-huh.
In this one, I'll See You in My Dreams, is used instrumentally as part of the score composed by Herbert Spencer.
Ah, so even without the lyrics,
Right?
the melody still carries that emotional weight.
It really is a testament to the power of the music itself.
It is. And then, of course, we can't forget about that Tom and Jerry cartoon we talked about.
The Milky Waif. I'm so chuckling about that one.
Me too. How does a romantic 1920s ballad end up in a cat and mouse chase, right?
I know. It's so random.
It's used instrumentally again, I think.
Yeah, it sets the scene for one of their classic chases.
It's almost comical.
It really is.
Makes you wonder what the creators were thinking.
Were they being ironic? Did they genuinely feel like it fit the scene? Who knows?
It's a mystery.
But it shows how versatile the song is, right?
Yeah.
Romantic, playful, even a little mischievous.
Just like Tom and Jerry.
Exactly. But of all the song's appearances in other media,
Yeah.
the most significant has to be the 1951 biopic about Gus Kahn.
Right. The one that's actually titled I'll See You in My Dreams.
It's like the song chose its own starring role.
It's not just background music in this one.
No, it's woven into the whole story, reflecting Kahn's life and legacy.
And it features Doris Day, I think.
It does. And you even hear the song sung by a chorus during the opening and closing credits.
Wow, the full treatment.
I know. It's like, I'll See You in My Dreams. Went from being a hit song to a cultural icon.
Inspiring its own film tribute.
Pretty remarkable, huh? Okay, so we've explored the history, the covers, the lyrics, even the song's appearances in film and television.
Yeah.
It's amazing to see how much one piece of music can hold,
It is. What stands out to you as the most fascinating part so far?
You know, it's really amazing how this song just it connects with people across different generations.
It really
It's like
is.
a musical time capsule,
Yeah.
carrying these universal feelings of love and longing, across the decades.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the same song that people were listening to back in the Roaring '20s,
Yeah.
it still speaks to us today.
It's mind-boggling when you think about it.
It really is. Makes you think that maybe Gus Kahn tapped into something.
Yeah.
Something timeless.
Yeah.
Something that goes beyond just trends and fads.
Something that speaks to the human experience.
Exactly. And it all comes back to those lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
Simple, but so powerful.
I know.
Those lines about seeing someone in your dreams.
Feeling their presence even though they're gone.
That bittersweet ache of longing.
It's something everyone can relate to.
It's a universal feeling.
Exactly. Now, before we wrap things up, I have one last question for you.
Oh, I'm intrigued.
If you could choose an LAA artist, past or present, to cover I'll See You in My Dreams,
Okay.
who would it be?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
It is, right? We've thrown around some names already.
Yeah, like Frank Ocean, Adele.
Yeah, but if I had to pick someone completely unexpected to really shake things up,
Okay, I like where this is going.
I think I'd go with Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish. Wow, now that's a curveball.
I know, right? But just imagine it.
Okay.
Her music often explores those darker emotions. There's a rawness of vulnerability in her voice that I think would add a whole new dimension to the song.
Okay, yeah.
Think about it. Those haunting melodies, her voice, the way she could build the tension and release in the chorus.
I'm getting chills just picturing it. She could turn it into this ethereal, almost dreamlike lament.
Exactly. It would be something completely fresh, a new take on a classic.
But it would work, I think.
It would tap into that inherent longing, the heartbreak,
Yeah.
while adding a modern, almost otherworldly edge.
You've convinced me. I would love to hear her version of I'll See You in My Dreams.
And that's what it's all about, isn't it? Exploring different perspectives, thinking outside the box,
Yeah.
realizing that even a song that's almost 100 years old can still surprise us.
Couldn't have said it better myself. So as we wrap up our deep dive into I'll See You in My Dreams, I want to leave you with this thought. Imagine yourself back in 1925. The radio's playing, those first few notes of the song drift out. What do you think it would have felt like to hear this song for the first time in that era, with all its hopes and dreams? And how does that feeling compare to how the song resonates with you today? Thanks for joining us on this journey into a true musical treasure.
Until next time, keep dreaming.